Okay, this is today's last video in my series Pay to Play. Based on the comments you left on my video, why hookups don't benefit women and pay to play is the way to go, which I will pin up here. And this comment is from Scott Bridge 9391. He says, the problem is paying to play doesn't benefit the woman either, other than helping to boost her income, her monthly income a little. Beyond that, women sex workers don't benefit any more than women in general. Very few have orgasms, and even fewer are emotionally fulfilled. Okay, let's break this down. It doesn't benefit the woman other than helping to boost her monthly income a little. Well, it is a job, so a job is supposed to boost your income. I would say a little is not the correct word. It boosts her income a lot. Usually on the par of like an accountant, an executive, or a doctor. Women in the industry can easily make 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month. So it's not a little. If you look at the rates that women charge, like the massage ladies, if they charge $200 an hour and they see 5 people a day, that's $1,000 plus tips. An escort can make $600, $700, $800 an hour. I don't know how many appointments they get, but I have heard of women easily making thousands a week. So it's not just a little. Now, does it benefit her? Let's talk about jobs. Very few people are happy with their jobs or emotionally fulfilled in their jobs. Many people hate their jobs. If they work from home, they're socially isolated. And if they go into the office, they have to deal with traffic. They're sitting at a desk indoors with no fresh air, no sunshine, from 8 to 5, with little flexibility and generally low pay. Even in the most fulfilling jobs of working with children, the pay is so abysmal that only women with other income in the household can afford to do it. So the emotional fulfilling part, I guess it would be up to the woman. I would say that when I did it, it was emotionally fulfilling. But again, it's not a relationship. I made a video earlier today in my pay to play list that pay to play or appointments with clients are not a relationship. It's a giving act. It's the same as like a daycare worker or a nurse or a therapist or a massage provider. You're providing a service and it's not about you, but that doesn't mean you're abused or neglected. I think a therapist is the most easy way to understand it. Even though in a therapy session there is no physical touch, but the same parameters apply. The therapist is offering a service of listening and engaging with the client who needs something, and that can be fulfilling, but the therapist isn't there to get their own needs met. That's what they do outside of work, with their friends, with their partners, with their family. So it is pay to play. That's exactly it. Pay. Now, as far as orgasms, the best sex I ever had no orgasms at all. Okay, so for many women, they don't need an orgasm to enjoy the sex because being dominated by a sensual, passionate man is so exciting. And many women don't orgasm from penetration. So if a woman's really into penetration, she may not orgasm at all. But when I was an escort, I had many orgasms. And in fact, there were many men who specifically wanted to give me an orgasm. So I would say that's not my experience. And fewer are emotionally fulfilled. I can't speak about everybody, but you have to think of it as work and the parameters that you set. And the nice thing about the pay to play is that women can select their boundaries, their parameters, the type of service they offer. Someone can do a massage and limit it to strictly massage, hand job, you don't get to touch me. Some women are like, you can touch this area of me, or you can touch only this area of me. Or if I get to know you better, I might also throw this in for you for an additional amount. So the women are extremely empowered, but again, they're offering a service. And when you're working and offering a service, you're not there to get your own needs met. You just have to have good boundaries and be respected. And again, sex with a client is not the same as sex in a relationship, just like having a coaching call with me is not the same as having a conversation with me as a friend. When I'm having a coaching call with clients, I'm there listening to you, engaged with you, what your needs are, what you want to discuss. It's going to be about you. And of course, I have my own boundaries. You must be respectful, you must prepay, you must be on time, but it's not about me. So that's what people have to understand. It's pay to play. I'm not talking about hookups. I do not think women benefit from hookups, and that's where they should get paid. Let's see, what else would I want to say about that? I would say that many women don't know how to manage their pay to play very well. They might think, well, if I just do this, if I just dissociate because I don't like this guy. I think that very few women can do it in a way where they maintain their emotional health. And so I think that to do it well requires a woman who's emotionally stable, who likes men, and who can approach it from a place of giving and have really good boundaries. Yeah, so I think that women can very much benefit from it, but most women will not want to do it. They think that men are scary or unsafe. They don't want to be intimate with men that they're not attracted to. And there are a lot of myths about it, as the comments I've read have shown, all the many myths about it, what it's like, what the men are like. But for the women who want to do it, it's a very lucrative income. But I don't recommend it for young women who haven't yet found their way in life. Yeah, and it's an offering. I definitely had a lot of orgasms, and I felt very emotionally fulfilled in almost every appointment. There would be a few where I was not fulfilled, and that's with the guys that were like not sensual. It was pretty rare. Usually I found it very emotionally fulfilling. One more thing I want to say about the quality of the sex. The quality of the sex I had with my appointments exceeded the quality of sex I had in my marriage. So there's this myth that the sex with clients is worse than the sex in a relationship. But I will tell you that the sex with my clients was way better, more emotionally fulfilling. I felt more seen, more connected than when I was married, because my ex-husband was such a dunce in bed, and many men are dunce in bed. And many women are dunce in bed. They just lay there, they close their eyes, they're not engaged with you, they're not having fun, they have a lot of hang-ups or health issues, so they're not engaged and playful, interactive. And so there are just a lot of misconceptions. And so sex is always what you make it. Every encounter with a person is what you make it. And so women can choose by how they put up their ad, how they put their photos, what kind of business they're offering, what they want to attract. And men can choose based on what they're looking for. And I will tell you, there were men that their whole purpose was like, I want to give you an orgasm, because that turned them on. My ex-husband hated giving me orgasms. He thought that was a waste of time. And a lot of men would be very sensual with me, and my ex-husband would always say sex is only physical. And he's not the only man like that. There are a lot of very loving husbands who are very sexually neglectful or dunces in bed, who have erection difficulties and low libidos, and they don't care. And I think that women can get much better sexual treatment from clients because they're paying and they come clean and freshly showered and they want to actually enjoy a sensual encounter. I hope that in my series of Pay to Play, I've busted a lot of the myths that people have around the women in this industry. Uh, but again, you know, I've only met like a handful of women in the industry, and they're like tens of thousands. There's a lot of riffraff women, a lot of really bad women, a lot of really bad men, and I can't speak to that. That exists, but that's not all people. Thank you for watching my video, and I am done making videos for today.